Hey guys, what's going on? Azure Attack here, back again with Let's Play Tomb Raider 1. This is the final Egyptian level, and quite possibly the most combat-oriented, believe it or not. Especially if you played this game before, this room can bring back some bad memories if you're doing a no medpack run. Anyway, we don't have much time to just sit back and not really adore the scenery, because those doors close behind us, and I take back what I said. It is giving us time to absorb. That was the word I was looking for. Absorb the scenery, or take in whatever. Good start already, guys. Let's keep this up. Okay, there's a med pack right inside that gate, but for some reason it was showing up outside of it. Anyway, as we start to go up these steps, and I am going to use the magnums. As we start to go up the steps, two mummies will start to rush us, but they look different from the mummies in the last few levels. They seem to be missing their linens. Were mummies wrapped in linen? I believe they were. Yeah. So, while they still could be considered mummies, now these enemies technically have the names of, what would you call them? I guess I do have a name for them. They are, according to the guidebook of the game, which I did have, I believe they are referred to as Atlantean mutants. So we finally have a name for them. I don't know why I came up here. There are two receptacles for Ankhs that we will find in this level, but coming up here will do us absolutely no good. I can show off that this is the top of the level. You can't go higher than this. So that's kind of interesting. This level is very, very dangerous. There are a ton of instant death opportunities. And heck, I'm even trying to find the best way to get off this thing. I guess that works. Oh, I see you there coming after me. Cool. Yeah, now they shoot fireballs at you, just like those centaurs, so that kind of further illustrates the link between these mummies and those centaurs being Atlantean guardians, almost. So that shows us that we're getting closer to the Scion. So it was kind of hard to notice while you were coming out of the back of the head, but we were inside a giant sphinx with some more mysterious music. This was the... Well, this is a variant of the music that played when we found King Midas' statue. I believe there are some slight differences. Alright, I just wanted to run around the bottom of the Sphinx to see if there were any items laid about. There weren't. So first, let's go ahead and climb up this way. Because if you look, it might be very hard to see, but if you look in the black abyss that is to the right of the Sphinx, you'll notice it looks like there's something floating in the air. That's actually what we're going for right now. Believe it or not, that is the one and only secret in this whole level. And wow, is it a good one. You just gotta be careful because as we're climbing, we're also going to be attacked by another type of enemy. Same as those Atlantean mutants, but these ones, well, you'll see. There are two switches here that we're going to want to find. One is along this route, and the other is actually over in that corner. I could have gone to that one first, but I kind of want to get the secret since it makes dealing with some of these enemies a lot easier. And I'm dropping a ton of hints as to what this secret is. Alright, so now that we're finally here, I'm going to want to save immediately. Because once we pull this switch, in like 10 seconds after pulling it, because for some reason they spawn at the other side of the room. Yep, we have to deal with flying mutants now. They can't do anything to you while they're flying, but they can push Lara, so be very, very careful when fighting high up like this. You do not want to be pushed off a ledge when you're this high up. That is an instant game over. Rude, someone was calling me. So yeah, those are clearly floating in air. Whatever they may be. But I believe I have held on to that suspense and stupid amounts of hints long enough to finally reveal we finally have all weapons in the game. These are the Uzis. And they are amazing. I'm not going to move because there are two enemies on the way, and the Uzis will tear through them. Look at how fast they go. Beautiful guns right there. Now, because this platform is invisible, I want to be very, very cautious. Oh no! At least I'm not dead. Alright, so if we were to continue this path, we would go up there, but there's a save crystal there. See it kind of flickering in and out of existence. Just like a pixel of it. Actually going to turn around and activate the other switch on the other side of the room. So that way we have the... Yeah, the switch we just pulled activated the door that we fell on that side of the Sphinx. We actually kind of saw it for a split second. The switch in the other corner, the switch over there, activates the door up there. So I'm going to have to take this trip twice because I wanted to get the Uzis first. And I don't know why I'm climbing up here. Well, that was stupid. Alright, I'm finally back. Oh boy. Anyway. Yeah, once we get to this side of the Sphinx, we'll see a bunch of pillars rising out from the ground. And that's how we make our climb up there. And my neighbor decided to start playing his drums. Great. I hope none of you guys can hear that. He doesn't even, like, play them well either. He just does, like, the same 3... I don't know anything about drums. What, strikes or whatever? He just does, like, the same melody over and over again. Boom, boom, ba boom, 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 bum, boom, bum, boom, boom, boom. But he just does that for hours over and over again. Oh, it's been a while since we've seen these. Oh, I've never noticed they kind of go out like that. Yeah, and... Ah, man. I don't want to, like, complain about my neighbor too much, but... Jeez. Oh, thank God, I did... Oh, my God, I didn't know there was a hole there. I was totally not paying attention when I used that save crystal. Yeah, I don't want to complain too much about my neighbor, but jeez. He has one of those, like, garage bands with his... bunch of his loser friends, and it's like, dude, please. I could jump for that, but I want to wait. God, the Uzis are amazing. Alright, now, is there a fast way down here? Yes. Cool. So first, let's go ahead and take on this door. And we get the curious music again. Oh, oops, I did that wrong immediately. I just had to move in my chair. Kind of forgot it was that squeaky. Alright, so what you want to do is you want to go down the slope backwards and shimmy onto this platform. Because there's nothing in the water for you. You know, I know I mentioned this before, but the music in Tomb Raider, although very, very scarce, it is amazing music. Very, very good music. Yeah, you do want to come in the water this time, though, because there's a key. And if it is anything other than health or ammo, that means you need it. So... I can't say that with 100% certainty. There are some items, like keys and stuff, in other Tomb Raider games that you can actually skip over. That jump might be a little hard to make. What I do is I wait until her foot reaches the end of the slope, and then I jump. So let's go ahead and put this key in, and we're actually going to say hello to an enemy that we took out in Greece. Right there. I don't know if he can actually hurt us from here. I know there are ways to cheap out these enemies because the way they shoot their fireballs can get caught on, like, everything. And I don't want to use the... Actually, I want to use the shotgun. The shotgun, while it's still a very powerful weapon, it won't get too much use since we have the magnums and Uzis. So I prefer to use the shotgun while I can until I guess the end of the game, because I feel like I haven't showed off the shotgun as much as the magnums. Alright, so that is our first Ankh that we needed. Just need one more and we can move on. And yeah, I'm definitely going to split this video into 2 parts, probably. But I will go ahead and cut this out because I doubt you guys want to see the entire trek back. So I'm just going to meet you at that door since I already showed where it is. So I will go ahead and meet you guys there. You know, it just occurred to me that since I've used every single save crystal so far, if I fall off, I'm done. Please don't let that be the case. Let me live. Alright, I'm back. I'm not at that door like I said I was going to be, but figured I might at least show you just where to come from. Yeah, let's use this. This level has a lot of climbing, although it's pretty much all gone. Yeah. Very simple puzzle, if it can even be called that. It's a good thing the centaur can't hurt you by kicking you. That was actually some pretty good dodging by me. Did I get hit by it at all? I don't think I did. You know, this level in Tomb Raider Anniversary, I don't know if I really like the way they changed it. Oh yeah, as we slide down there, there's a... I wanted to say mummy, but a mutant. And they didn't do this yet, but in addition to shooting fireballs, they can also, like, shoot needles at you. I don't know if this one's gonna do it. Those are fireballs. Lara, move. He's dead. That didn't take long with the pistols. Jeez. So, now that we have both of the Ankhs, we can finally put them in the receptacles up on top of the Sphinx. I mean, the Uzis in Tomb Raider Anniversary, or I guess as they're called in that game, the micro SMGs, instead of being on a floating platform, they're on the top of the Sphinx's head, and the receptacles for the Ankhs are down at the bottom, right next to the door that they open, which I guess makes more sense, but it kind of takes some of the challenge out, because it's simple to get down there. Yeah, I kind of passed over, but the first time you come down here, the camera actually shows you the Sphinx's face, which is cool. Yeah, I won't do it. Sorry about that. I'll see if maybe I can just put in a picture of it, because it actually is a pretty cool view. Despite this being a 1996 video game, it still has some very, very impressive visuals. Anyway, I saw, yeah, that there's some Magnum ammo. Oh, there's another interesting camera shot. So yeah, now let's fall down the rabbit hole. And now we're in this room with two giant Egyptian god statues. I believe Horus is this one and Anubis is the other. By this one, I mean the one that I'm swimming toward. Just looking at the shapes of their heads. Like that, I guess that kind of looks like a jackal. That one definitely has a bird beak, so yeah, definitely Anubis and Horus. There are a ton of items here, but it can be a little difficult to search for all of them since the water level's so high up. There's actually, I don't know why, but for some reason the large medpacks seem to be the glitched items in this game, because there's another large medpack that has a very peculiar hiding spot. I just want to see if there are any more items around, so just give me a minute. Man, the water pressure must be insane if you're diving that deep. Can't even see the bottom. Let's see, items. there's a lever here. Alright, I just did a lot of swimming around to look and see if there were any items. I didn't find any, so I'm just going to move on. What you want to do is you want to come down to the very bottom between Anubis's legs. There's a door with a lever. Once we pull this lever, the door will open and it'll actually lower the water level, pulling us deep inside. Now, like every other switch that we pulled in this level so far, there's going to be a random flying dude that's appeared out of nowhere. Going to use the good old magnums to take care of him. Whoa, never mind, he appears right there. For some reason, shooting at him through the statues is a little wonky. So notice the water level is not completely gone. It is still down there somewhat. But at least now we can reach the torsos of the statues. We don't need to climb on them, but... well, never mind, I take that back. We do need to climb on them, just not on their heads. So, remember when I said a large medpack was hidden here? Yeah. For some reason, they decided to put one inside his ear. And even weirder still, you can pick it up. Where do I go from here? Guess down there. Or, if I could do the smart thing, would just jump into the water. Because I don't even need to be up here, per se. Oh. My neighbor's playing a different melody now. Yeah, we want to come and pull this switch, because what this does is it opens a door between Horus's legs. And that's pretty much it with this room. Don't really need to go on. Man, I'm already at like 30 minutes in the recording. I don't know how much I'm going to be cutting out because there is quite a few segments that I'm going to be cutting out. I would split this into 2 parts, but we're pretty much at the end. Like, this right here is the final part of the level. And, oh boy, this is gonna be a pain. There's a lot of magnum ammo scattered about, and chances are you're gonna need it. Because we have quite a bit of a battle ahead of us. This may not look familiar right away, but here we go. Definitely save. Once we pick up that scarab in front of us, all hell's going to break loose. We've got our mummies, we got our centaurs, and it's a party. the mummies are pretty much going to rush at you the entire time, while the centaur's just going to shoot at you. I need to heal before I die. Nice. Now we just put the scarab in, and we are close to the end. They give you more magnum ammo. Yeah, for some reason they show you the inside of this room, but the entrance is up here. I don't know why they did that, but I'm going to be quiet because we have some dialogue.
I still got a pain in my brain from you. And it's telling me funny ideas now, like to shoot you to hell.
Alright, so we've got Larson here now, and just like with Pierre, we're finally going to put an end to him. No running. Just death. Lara, you're not hitting him. There we go. Gotta see that red stuff. I never really looked over here, but this almost seems like a burial chamber. There's sarcophaguses? I think it's sarcophagi. Everywhere. Well, at least over there. Anyway, with Larson out of the way, we can finally go on and claim the prize that this thing is named after. Here is the final piece of the Scion. And with that, that is the end of the Sanctuary of the Scion. The final level in Egypt with only one secret. In the next part, we'll see what happens when we put all three pieces together. Something good, something bad, who knows? But they were split up for a reason, right? And in the next episode, we're going to find out what that reason is.